today is Monday and I thought I'd just bring you along for a very realistic day at home for me. I am 9 months into maternity leave. In fact, Alfie is 9 months old today. Emmy is at nursery today, so it's a very just chill day, me and Alfie at home. Today it said it was going to be a sunny day, but at the moment outside looks very cloudy, it's very windy, and I keep forgetting it's actually autumn, so even though it says it's going to be 18 degrees today, it's very autumn 18 degrees, so we're probably just going to have a day at home. Typically these sort of days are when I catch up on cleaning, tidying. The house gets very quickly in a bad state these days, particularly with just mess. So normally I do a lot of tidying up and things like that. So this is really just going to be very much a day at home, cleaning, tidying, spending time with Alfie one-on-one, because we don't get to do that very often. So if you're interested in things like that, please stick around. Alfie has just gone for his first nap of the day. I've got no idea how long he's going to nap for because he is poorly / teething, I think, not sure. He's 9 months old, he's still got no teeth, so I hope it is teeth, and it took me a while to get him to nap, so I don't know how long he's going to be there for, but I usually just run around like an absolute mad woman during these times and get as much done as physically possible. So Alfie has had a 20-minute nap, which obviously scuppers the plans to tidy and clean. So I did a minuscule amount of it, but he's not feeling very well. I don't know if it's his teeth or what. His tummy feels really bloated as well. So I'm just going to sit here with him, get him back to sleep, and hope he can go back in his cot. I won't lie, it does make me feel quite frustrated when they do this. Like, I wish I just knew how long they were going to sleep for. Like yesterday, he had over 3 hours in the morning. I had to go and wake him up. So, you know, great. But you just don't know what you're going to get. You never know what you're going to get. Is it going to be half an hour? Is it going to be 2 hours? Is it going to be 3 hours? And I don't know, I just find this part of parenting very frustrating. But I'm going to try and make the most of the baby cuddles because I know it's going to be the last time I get to do this. I should just make the most of it, and I should also make the most of just being able to sit down in the peace and quiet. So I've been sat here for about an hour and 15 minutes, and as much as I love baby cuddles, right now I really need the toilet. It's about time to wake up anyway, so I am just going to have to wake him up. Hello. Bit happier now. So it's 11:30 now, so I'm going to do Alfie some lunch because it's been about 3.5 hours since he had his breakfast. He does not have a mid-morning bottle anymore, so he literally just has lunch and then a bottle this afternoon. Just staring at me. I've had to start planning his lunches a bit more because I find I just sort of
panic and give him toast or something on toast every day with bits on the side, but I've tried to plan out his lunches a bit more. So today I am going to do him some peanut butter banana roll-ups, which he had the other day for the first time and he really enjoyed those. And normally I just give him some fruit as well, and sometimes a few little tomatoes with it as well, depends how much he eats. I'm not sure how much he'll eat today because I don't think he feels very well, but we'll see. And Alfie just normally sits in his little chair here and has a little play whilst I make his lunch, don't you? Yeah, sometimes this keeps him entertained for a while, but other times he is not in the mood for that. But I just end up hooking extra toys on and he just has a play. So should keep him busy today. Seems quite okay at the moment. And I have realised I've not actually got Alfie dressed today, so I'll do that after lunch. This is how far I got on washing up my pump and bottles this morning because Alfie woke up, so I need to finish that. So I will also have lunch at this time as well, so I'm just going to have a wrap, and also as it is lunchtime I have to pump my milk now as well. So I did it at, I think it was about 6:30 this morning, and I got 8 ounces, and now I am just doing my second pump of the day. I don't need to pump so much now because Alfie only has 3 bottles a day, so it's great. And normally I get about 4 ounces off now. Some days the thought of actually having to pump my milk makes me want to cry. Like, it's hard work. I mean, to be honest, it's not that hard work because I'm just putting something in my bra and sitting there. I don't actually have to do anything, but I just really don't want to do it today, and I can't wait to stop now. Alfie's, like I said, is 9 months today, so I've got 3 months left in theory. I do want to wish it away, but also I don't, because that means my maternity leave is over. I'll be very glad once I do not have to do that ever again. When I left the house, it was like quite cold, so I've got this fleece on because this morning it was cold as well, and now the sun's come out. Blue sky, boiling. Now I look like a right idiot because it's like 15, 16 degrees and I'm wearing a winter fleece. So the reason we actually went out is because I had a Vinted order to pick up from the in-post lockers at Tesco, and I had to get a few little bits from there as well. But this is why I love Vinted. So look at this that I have bought from Vinted. So this cost me £5. So it's just, you can't really see the colour very well, but it's just like a beigey brownie jacket for the winter. So it's quite nice and thick. It's from H&M. But I love things like that, just to be able to throw over like a t-shirt. And yeah, I'm really pleased with that. £5, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, if someone had given that to me and said I'd just bought this from the shop, I wouldn't think otherwise. I also bought Emmy some second-hand Vans off there for nursery, so I think they were £4, and when they came literally in great condition. The fabric on top was a little bit, what's the word, like roughened up, I don't know, but the bit around the outside, all the white rubber part, was really clean, and they looked basically brand new underneath. So she's only going to go to nursery in them anyway. So I love Vinted, and if you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend. 2:20, and Alfie's now on his second bottle of the day, so he has 7 ounces in the afternoon, and he will drink it all, and then he will hopefully nap longer than 20 minutes in his bed. I'd like to hope that he'll have about 2 hours, because so far today I haven't really done anything. Washed my bottle and my pump, and that's about it really. Other than clean the kitchen after lunch and breakfast, I haven't really done an awful lot else, so would like to get a few bits done. So Alfie is now asleep, so I've just got a few sort of jobs upstairs that I need to do. So I'm just in Emmy's room. I need to tidy this room because we spend quite a bit of time in here at night time and it gets very messy, so that just needs tidying up. My bedroom is a bomb site for some reason. I've got washing to put away, so it's just going to be a quick blitz. Hopefully Alfie sleeps for longer than 20 minutes this time, but you just don't know, so I'm just going to go as quick as I can. So, really random, but I'm just sewing up the washing line cover. I feel like this makes me come across as a real, like, domesticated housewife, but I had a washing line cover and this happened, and then I've got a new one this year and it's happened again. And I'm not buying another one, so I'm just going to sew it up. And I've also got something else to sew as well. I am not very good at sewing. I was taught to sew as a child by my nana, and pretty crap at it, but you know what? Doesn't really matter what it looks like, so let's just give it a go. But whilst I'm doing this, I thought I would just talk a little bit about my YouTube journey so far, if anybody cares. So I actually started doing YouTube in 2014 or 15, and I actually started because I started doing the Joe Wicks Body Coach 90-day plan. So I have still got the videos on my channel, but they're just private now because not really what I'm about anymore. You will notice there is still a few reviews on there because I've just left those, but the actual, I used to do like daily videos of me like exercising and all the food I used to cook. So I started doing that and then sort of didn't really know what to record about after I stopped doing that. A few years later I started again doing random videos. Then I got pregnant and I thought it would be a great opportunity to record all of my like pregnancy videos. The plan was that I was going to do weekly updates of how I was feeling at each point of the pregnancy, but the first trimester knocked me for 6 and I just felt too poorly. So you'll notice there is still a few videos here and there about my pregnancy, and then I did keep going again after Emmy was born up until I went back to work, and then things just like went manic and sort of ran out of ideas and don't know, just didn't really commit to doing it. But it is something I always have enjoyed. I've always enjoyed even just watching YouTube and watching people on YouTube for about, God, I think I started watching YouTube when I was at uni, so maybe like 2009. I'm 35 soon and I reckon I was about 19. And I started off by watching like the Shaytars and people like that. And I really used to enjoy watching like daily videos like that. So it's something I've always been interested in and I do enjoy doing it. It is obviously really hard to grow a channel and there's so much out there that's just the same, but you know,
what people enjoy, I suppose. The point of this is, if you're actually watching this, because sometimes I feel like nobody does, if you are actually watching this, it would really help me if people liked the video or left a comment or gave some advice on what you'd like to see or what I could do to improve, or subscribe. That would be the best one. But yeah, I just thought I'd give a little bit of background on my YouTubing days. I do still feel like I've got a lot of room to improve, because sometimes I make a video and I think, oh, that's good, and then I'll look back at it like a couple of weeks later and I'm like, why did I think that was good? Doing my best, you know, just doing my best. And I said I wasn't very good at sewing. There's the finished product. So Alfie has just woken up. It is 4:20. I have to go and get Emmy from nursery soon. I will try and do a little bit of dinner prep before I go. So we're just going to have pesto pasta with sun-dried tomatoes and a bit of veg thrown in, so probably peas and broccoli. Alfie won't have pesto because I don't think he's meant to have pesto at that age. So I'm just going to mix his through with some cream cheese. I've just got to do the worst job in the world, which is empty the food waste bin. It's never a nice job, but then I'm going to get started. It shouldn't take me too long. I'm just going to cut up the sun-dried tomatoes and get the broccoli and maybe some carrots just ready to go in the pan, so that when I get home from getting Emmy I can just start it. Just makes things a little bit quicker in the evenings, because after preschool days are always a mad rush because we have to eat and it's later and we have to have baths and things just seem to take a lot longer. Just tucked Alfie away in here so he does not get into mischief, because you do get into mischief now, don't you? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I actually don't tend to put him in the bounce very often because he doesn't really like it now. Now he's like moving. I think he just wants to be on the move, but caught him in a good mood. So I'm going to put him in there, quickly do dinner prep, and then go and get Emmy. So I'm probably going to end this here for today because, as I've said before, it gets very crazy once Emmy's home and we've got lots to do. So probably won't really have time to record, but I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I will probably do more of these because I find them quite fun, and I'll see you in the next video.